Hi. So our next blockchain project is patient-centric fine-grained access control for EMR sharing with secure via dual blockchain. So this project is all about how we share the EMR records, like electronic medical records, sharing between the doctors and patients. So for this project, it's a dual blockchain. Title itself is dual blockchain. So I created two blockchains like supply chain and medical chain. So sub chain and med chain. So these are the two blockchains which I use it for this one. And supply chain is responsible for storing the access policies of doctors to access the EMR, okay, the EMR of the patients, and the medicine is responsible to store the medical records data. So the physical files of reports reports. The physical files will store in the IPFS servers to access decentralized way. So the for that securing uh, the medical record, the text data. So we use ECC encryption for the key exchange, key generation purpose, and AES encryption for actual the encryption decryption purposes. So this is this proposed system which I take the inspiration of one IEEE paper. So based on this, I developed the proposed system. I little bit enhance and modify a few things like IPFS server and Bagheera. Uh, so this is my existing proposed, and this is my architecture diagram. So the doctors and patients are using a decentralized app. So based on the supply chains, so they're supposed to, you know, access the EMR record. I mean the access port. Set the access ports is here and store and get the merchant data using the IPFS servers and Ganache, and two contracts are created. So this is my architecture diagram. So and this is a systems requirements, like if you see the software requirements. So this was developed using the Python and Django Web3 API databases, MySQL, and front-end technologies, and back blockchain server I use it Ganache. So then and for file sharing service of decentralized, that is IPFs I have used it. So this is my Ganache. So this account, this address I set up for the supply chain, and this address I set up for the mid chain. So now the IPFS server is ready to store the medical reports data like in the PDF formats. So we already set up the keys, keys in mid chain and the supply chain, mid chain and supply chain, and wrote the two contract solidity files for the both blockchains, and yeah, the server is ready. We can start our application. So now by launching after launching the home page, so the contracts will create and contracts files will create here. Yeah, two contracts files are created. It has a contract address will be there, and these contracts will create on the Ganache. Yeah, so if you see if you guesses are taken for the Ganache creation of a contracts, and if you see the transactions, so two contracts are created, one for the supply chain and another from the mid chain. So now this is my home page. So then it has three actual working modules like hospital, doctor and patient. So now I'm logging as a hospital first. So it's a default user ID password called so manager. So now, so the manager, I mean the hospital people are responsible for the add the doctors, view the doctors, and get the patient medical request, and allow the doctors to the patient. So these are the functionalities to the hospital management. So I'm going to add one doctor. Yeah, doctor added, so the hospital people can see the doctors list. So these are my, yeah, doctors. So now new medical requests, we will get back here after the patient sign up. So now in the patient login, I do have a sign up page for the patient. So yeah, I registered as a patient. Now I'm logging as a patient now. Yes, so this is a patient dashboard. So this patient dashboard has a lot of functionalities. First of all, we start the raise medical request. So, for example, the patient enter some symptoms here, like so. Then I need some appointment, something like that. He's requesting to the hospital people and the hospital. So view medical request. So it is not yet, accepted. So now I'm log out as a patient. I'm logging as again hospital. Yeah. So now the medical new request. So this is the patient details and symptoms, and then I'm selecting a doctor. I'm allocating doctor to the patient. So the doctor is allocated. So now I am logged and I'm logging as a again the patient. So the patient can see medical request. So this is the symptoms. So patient gave and allocated doctor, and the patient can see a perfect proper doctor profile, and then the patient can contact with the doctor for that any some some queries or asking anything. So just message it to the doctor, go to your messages now that we need to. I'm going to log in as a doctor. I'm taking another browser because of session management. So now, the different in the other browser. So I'm logging as a doctor. So we can see the conversation between the doctors and patient. So I log in as a allotted patient log as a doctor. So this is the patient allocated by the management, hospital management. Then the doctor can see the messages. So this is the Bob. So raise a message, hello doctor, something like that. And now uh, something this message doctor sent to the patient now. So I'm logging as a again. I'm going back to the I'm in a patient portal. So the patient in the portal, the messages option. So the patient can see the message, the chat thing. So now after doing this chat option, so doctor, Bob said so and doctor said so. Then um, so reply to doctor. Then I am going to. This is a patient centric, so we the patient supposed to be give access to the access to the particular doctor, and the EMR is already created while signing up in the new patient account. The EMR is fixed for one the patient. So, for example, uh, so I'm just opening the project database. So here in the patients, in the sign up only, the patient EMR is already created. So this is the EMR of Bob for the Bob, and the access policy. I'm setting the access policy to whom the remedy charge, and set the access policies and add to supply chain. So this will affects to the supply chain, and we can see here. So the contract is called this. So the some and the Ethereum's are reduced. So it's a gases are reduced. So this is the details. So EMR record. So doctor name and doctor email. This is the access policy set to the particular doctor. So now the patient view medical request is completed, access policy completed, and then view messages are completed. So now upload the medical data. So here the patient EMR you can see, and the test name, for example, the test name is thyroid and referred by and I'm uploading the some of medical report. For example, I mentioned some sample report here. So this is my sample report. So now I'm with this patient is sharing this data to the that uploading this data to the med chain. So this record and this test name and referred by this is the medical data. This will be encrypted, and this file will be shared to the IPFS server. So this entire data, so on, so file ID, the IPFS server ID, then this encrypted information, and this EMR, the patient, the timestamp will be stored in the blockchain of this one, the mentioned blockchain. So two contracts call is created. One is access policies, and another one is mid-chain records. Storing the mid-chain records, and while retrieving the data, also contract will be happen. So now, so we can see the patient can see the medical data which he uploaded. So this is the thing, and one the patient name, and so the data, this is encrypted and decrypted here. So in the database, you can see the encrypted data we cannot store in the blockchain. So that information only we can store in this one. So this is the encrypted thing, encrypted data, some keys, and I've stored here. So nothing else. The remaining EMR information and the files here, everything will be stored in the blockchain. So now, yeah, this one, the user can see the report which he uploaded. But this is not our main concern. The main concern is so this is supposed to, this medical data is supposed to access by the doctor. So for that, the doctor. So we already opened the doctor in some browser. So this you know. In the get medical data, so the user is supposed to be, I mean, in the chart, the user, I mean the patient, supposed to mention his EMR details, and so so I'm going to copy the EMR address of the patient. Yeah, yes, I copied and I entered. So which he, for example, so so and so EMR which is not available, invalid EMR, and if he doesn't have any access to that, if he, this doctor, I mean, if doctor doesn't have this EMR access, the doctor will get message like you cannot access this record, something like that. So then doctor supposed to message to the patient, you're supposed to give me the access. So the patient supposed to give the access to the doctor. So I'm giving, so you see the patient already, in our case the patient already give the access to the doctor. So now verify and get the data. So now the this verification will get from the supply chain, and after the verification then uh, from the medicine the doctor will be get the data. So two contact call will be happened here. So yeah, verified from the supply chain data is encrypted ECC. So this is the Bob test data, the timestamp, and this is the IPFS CID. So from this IP, this is the stored here. So you can search this IP. Yeah, even the CID you can search here and you can get the file data. So now I'm getting the report. So this will download. This report will be uh, download to our server folder of downloads. Yeah, downloads to 2354. So it will be downloaded in the downloads folder from the IPFS server. So then it will all visible to the doctors. So this is the process. So this data is decrypted EC, with the ECC and AES encryption. And yeah, doctor has a function, doctor has access. And of course two contracts are already the contracts are already called. So this is the this is the doctor dashboard. Yeah, this is our home page. So again, so in brief, so for the access policies, yeah, supply chain will store the doctor ID, patient ID, and EMR ID. So which is supposed to be convert to the hash, and that information will be stored in the blockchain. And so because of this one access record, so and so EMR ID has access by the doctor ID, patient doctor ID. So yes, then only that particular EMR ID data will be retrieved from the medicine and represent to the patients and doctors. So this is the proposed system. So thank you.